For a while, my channel has been pretty much AMVs. I mean, animated music videos. They're pretty cool, but I'd rather take a fresh start and start doing my own content. Which I'll probably still continue to make the videos for myself. Might put them up on Reddit somewhere just for the fun of it. If I do, I will definitely put descriptions in the links in the description. I welcome those of you who feel lost. Those that do not feel like they have a purpose in life, or they just have not realized it yet. I mean, most of us have to get back to a point where we can actually remember what we were, what we will be, what we have been. And we have so many people who don't try to further their memory, I guess. They don't try to work with their brain. Too many people are happy with what they have and not what they could work to have. It's just so much untapped potential in humanity. I don't understand why so many people are content with the way they live. Working with memory is very important. I mean, what happens if you forget to eat? Eventually, you'll die after about. I mean, if you're drinking water still, it'd take about like a week and a half, 2 weeks to die of starvation. I mean, it's about 4 days with no water. Yet so few actually explore the power of the mind. I mean, uh, there are people who meditate for weeks on just water, and I mean they suffer no adverse effects from no food. So there's got to be something in the mind that can stop the body's processes from um, to stop the body's processes from continuing without the nourishment to replace what the body's need. It's just so much untapped potential. So much power just lays waiting to be found, and people are very content with going to work and you know just daily shit. That daily grind that people do for decades and then die. Well, I mean, what kind of life is that? You live to make money, just to spend money, and you never really get anything out of it. So how about the future generations change that? I mean, it's all we can do, really. I mean, what's what's there to do but to wait for the people with the mindsets that cannot change to die out? I mean, if you're not willing to change, then you're stuck in an old energy. And I mean, this is a planet of evolution. I mean, if you don't evolve, you die. If you can't become better constantly, you die. So, why are people okay with letting humanity stagnate? I really don't understand it. Uh, We need more people in the world like Nikola Tesla. Such a brilliant man. And so much of what he did was swept under the rug because people want to be greedy. They only worry about money. And it's one of the many things I'm growing too tired of. So how about we the people of the world, not even just the United States, we go out, we search, and we find what's missing. Because definitely, if you haven't found it yet, there is something missing in humanity. And once you find it, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. You'll wonder how you got through the days. Because everything's just so much better. You actually get to express how you feel to the people that you want to express it to. There's no fear of judgment because you realize that most judgments are only people looking at themselves through their own insecurities. I mean, judgment is just someone expressing something that they would very much not like to have happen to themselves, even if they see how good it is on you. I mean, not everything fits for everybody. Everybody's got their own tastes. Like me personally, I can't stand the taste of wine. Fermented fruit just throws me off. But most people don't know what it's like to live in the light. So when they are confronted or stand next to someone who lives in the light, all they can think to do is complain that their eyes hurt, and they shut their eyes and their mind to any possibilities that might make their day or even their life better. When on your eyes, the pain in your eyes, it's just your eyes adjusting to the light because you've been in the dark so long. You have forgotten that you had eyes. It's almost like evolving out of your eyes, but in a way that would allow you to not see what's truly there. We all are made of light. We live in a world of light. Everything is frequency, vibration, and energy. The walls, I mean, it's a type of frequency that goes against the frequency of my skin. My skin gives off a frequency. The wall gives off an opposite frequency that does not allow them to mesh. In order to pass through objects, I mean, it's conceivable that if you could change the frequency of your skeletal structure, skin, your just anatomy, you would be able to pass through because you can mesh with its frequency. Or vice versa, change the wall's frequency to match yours, and it would allow you to move through. Very, very very diverse theories in my head. Just need to get them out. It's a little too much to keep bottled up sometimes. People want to talk about the dark and the light, but I mean, Really, they're only just variations of light. You either have no light or there is light. I mean, darkness is an absence of light, is it not? If if there's an absence of light, then you just need to turn the lights on, right? Its variations can be very, very vastly different. Be complete distances, oceans apart, but right next to each other, just because you're unwilling to try to learn about the person that you're standing next to. I mean, two people in the same room, they both meditate, they both believe that there's more to humanity, but because one has not yet found his tolerance for, say, stupidity, but the other finds it admirable that people can still live in the pity. I mean, not in the pity, in the blissful ignorance of what people want us to live in. Then, I mean, that's vastly different. I mean, you have one person who still finds anger in the stupid people who can't see past a wet paper bag, and you have the person who tries to better everything around him because he sees that everybody has the potential. I mean, that is what light is. Light is everywhere. Living in light is trying to find the possibilities when there seem to be none. There are always possibilities, there are always outcomes that can be reached. You just have to get there. And whether you get there is all determined by the amount of effort you are willing to put in to even the smallest task. For the smallest task sometimes has the greatest importance. I mean, if you didn't drink water every day, you'd die. That's a very small, menial task. If you just gave up on it, you would die. Well, your physical body would die. I'm one of those that happens to believe that death is but a door through which we step into our full being of light, where we remember everything that is, and will be. Some people can't accept that, and I harbor no ill will towards them for it. I only wish that one day they leave themselves open to the possibilities.